Well, Boaz has left the KDKA studio and crossed the river to discover a new part of town. It looks like he's landed in the borough of Bellevue.
He's discovered two businesses on Lincoln Avenue that he's excited to share with us. Boaz, we're so happy to see you there, and I love that your first stop is a bookstore.
Oh, yes, that's right. I'm here at Vintage Max. There's new books, there's vintage books. I'm reading right now 100 pickle-centric recipes to change your life. Who knew? I want to introduce you to Danielle, who started this shop. Thanks for letting us hang out here.
Hi, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and I love that the idea for this business started as a Post-it on your computer. Is that true?
Yeah. So it was one of those things where I just had an idea, like, man, it would be great to have my own bookstore. So I wrote it down, and it stayed on the wall and on the computer, and it collected dust. And every now and then I would just add things to it, like, you know, and vintage, and then and chocolate. And it just became this idea of everything you need for a cozy little reading day.
Well, and you made it here. I mean, your daughters take dance lessons upstairs, and so you saw the sign of the window one day, and you're like, maybe this is it.
Yep. Yeah, it just so happened we were outside waiting for dance class, and the for lease sign was up in the window. And we called and signed a lease a week later, and here we are. Oh my gosh.
Well, it looks incredible in here, and I do want to walk around a little bit. There was one section I was drawn to. Heather, here is the romantasy section over here. So I don't know if there have been any popular ones over here. We're going to take a slow scan to see if Heather sees anything she wants. Yeah.
Well, I would say they are all pretty popular. My romantasy readers are very avid readers. So this one we have to restock very often.
Yeah, okay, well, don't let Heather near here, otherwise we're going to have to restock a lot. But if you see anything, we can pick it up for you. I do want to show you some other books over here. There's this wonderful kids section over here. It is Pie Day, so I want to give a shout out to The Great Pie Robbery by Richard Scarry. This looks like a great one. And then, of course, the vintage section over here. Yes. And so this was sort of a part of the dream, too, to have some vintage stuff.
Yes. I am very much a maximalist when it comes to my own decor, so I like to pick up vintage things and restore them and put them back to functional use. So these are some things that I've picked up recently that will get repaired and then go on the shelf for sale.
We had a kid appear here, too.
Yep. This is one of my daughters.
One of your satisfied customers.
Yes, she's a very happy customer.
And this is also an event space.
Yes, I do creative and social classes. So we have about 7 book clubs meeting here in the bookstore right now. Cool. And I also do painting classes, workshops for grown-ups, and workshops for kids, too.
Oh, how cool. And I do want to point out, at the end of that Post-it note, you said, and chocolate.
Yes.
And here you go. This is not a chocolate section to sneeze at. You have got a lot over here. Moe's milk bacon, matcha, turmeric, ginger, raspberry waffle, crunch. This is pretty good stuff. Do you sample all of these before you stock them?
I do, actually. When I travel for work and I'm out of town, I like to stop in at artisan chocolate stores and pick up things that you don't necessarily find just out in the wild. Yeah. So a lot of these things I have tried on my travels and decided to bring them into the store.
Oh, that is so cool. Yeah. And so is there other stuff you've added over time? Like, and I would love there to be cocktails. Is there other you'll be added to the store?
I wish I could add cocktails. We do have a cafe opening next door to us pretty soon, so that will be exciting. Folks can get a book and sit down and have lunch or whatever they want to do. Yeah. Puzzles. I carry a lot of puzzles.
Oh, yeah, all these puzzles over here, especially you got this cozy reading nook. Mm-hmm. Do you need a book to read over here? Do you want to read a book about afternoon tea? No.
Oh, that one's a tea party book. Are you sure?
That's a pretty fun one. And I love then all the vintage books over here. We've got, I mean, some of the classics, Carl Sandburg, you got O. Henry over here. And I don't know if we do have a minute. Let's try to read from something really juicy over here. Oh, I saw one earlier. I don't even know where it went. I sort of lost track of it. But there's a lot of good stuff here. The Oriental Rug Book, of course. Enjoyment of Literature. Boaz and Smith. Wait a second.
Wow.
That's a good one over here. But sure, you know what? Let's do a quick reading. Girls, do you mind? Do you want to hear a little bit of fundamentals of genealogic research? Does this seem interesting to you? Sure, I'll just give you a little snippet if you don't mind.
Boaz, if you want
you want to say something in studio? Because I'm sort of busy. Genealogy is the study of the recorded events in the lives of individuals and their ancestors. Ooh. Genealogical research is the method used to identify individuals. Oh, if we have to go to commercial, go for it, but I'm pretty engrossed right now.
I was going to say, Boaz, if you want juicy, you got to go back to the romantasy section. That's where you will find a line like, he snarled. So maybe
but how am I going to learn about the fundamentals of genealogical research
Right.
at the Romantici section.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. We
I
get
was
it.
interested in that though.
We get
Sounded
it.
Pretty cool. That's fun. That bookstore
This is how first
amazing.
cousins and second
Beautiful.
cousins work.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, Boaz. So fun.